Blackstone presents Women Romantic Poets 3, a collection of verse by L.H. Sigourney. Introduction by Evan Blackmore. This book is read by Marie and Evan Blackmore.
Introduction. Lydia Huntley Sigourney was born in Connecticut in 1791. She began writing verse in childhood, but first turned to it as a serious means of earning a living in her mid-30s, when her husband and her parents were struggling with financial difficulties. From that time on, she worked intensively at writing and became popular on both sides of the Atlantic. Dozens of Sigourney societies promoting adult education for women were formed across America, some of which continued to operate for more than a century. A town in Iowa is named after her. No accurate bibliography of her work has ever been compiled, but she probably published more than 2,000 poems, as well as much prose, over a period of half a century. Someone who knows only 2 or 3 of her poems can have little idea of the sheer breadth and variety of her work. She had a competent knowledge of matters as diverse as astronomy and Hebrew. She was equally at home in the sly comedy of To a Wasp and the complex tragedy of The Lost Lily. She was particularly concerned with practical social problems and injustices of all kinds, often long before they became fashionable topics. Already in the 1820s, she was speaking out against such things as slavery, mistreatment of Native Americans, and the neglect of the special needs of the deaf. Most of her life was spent in Hartford, Connecticut, and she was very actively involved in the local community there. The last surviving of all the great Romantic poets, she died in Hartford in 1865.
Victory. Waft not to me the blast of fame that swells the trump of victory, for to my ear it gives the name of slaughter and of misery. Boast not so much of honour's sword, wave not so high the victor's plume. They point me to the bosom gored, they point me to the blood-stained tomb. The boastful shout, the revel loud that strive to drown the voice of pain, what are they but the fickle crowd rejoicing o'er their brethren slain? And through glory's fading blaze.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?